Hi everyone, Austin here. Have you ever wondered what are the best generals from each academy? Well, you probably did. And even if you didn't, then you can still stick around to find out, because that was the question I'll be answering in this very video. Okay, let's start with London. Here, the best generals are probably Montgomery, Dowding, and Cunningham. Now, why those three and not some other generals? Well, Cunningham is a decent naval general, very cheap, only 1060 medals, a rank of colonel, 5 stars in Navy, 3 in Air Force. These are not the greatest naval skills, but they're not terrible. So he is a decent naval option, and there's not much competitors in the Royal Military Academy. Dowding is a real good Air Force general. He's not the best in the game, but he's one of the best. Monty is a great Air Force tank hybrid, so you can put on him 2 Air Force medals, and you have almost as good damage as with like Dowding, Goring, or some other air general, but you also have some actual fighting ability as a unit. So that's a very nice hybrid. Next, Paris. Here probably I'd have to stick to the goal, as his rank is very high. You get some 3 stars, some industrial expert. He's not great, but there are no great generals here. Like Leclerc is also okay, but I think the rank is the main issue here. He costs more and his rank is way lower, so that's why the goal wins this one. Turin, now here I have to go with Badoglio. Badoglio. Actually, I think I have read his name my whole life wrong, because I read it Badoglio and it's Badoglio. Either way, he has 4 stars in artillery ability, 2 in marching. He gets some actually decent artillery skills, explosives and artillery barrage, with the rank of M General, and all of that for 1210. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for an artillery general, I must say. Next is probably the best military academy in the game, Berlin Military Academy. Here we have Guderian, here we have Rommel, here we have Dönitz or Göring. So, which generals are truly the best? Well, definitely Guderian is number 1. However, I would also say that Göring is a very good Air Force general if you don't want to spend too many medals on Dietrich. And Rommel is decent if you're going to fight in Africa, but outside of Africa he's not that great, so if you have medals to spare you can buy him. If you don't, then probably you shouldn't. Dönitz is a good naval option, but there are better options right now. Back in the days he was great, now he's decent. Okay, yeah, we have leap as well, like explosives, so some survivability there, damage, not bad overall. Castling, a bit like Monty, a bit of a hybrid with mountain fighting, but an infantry hybrid, which is not great. So that's it for Berlin. Istanbul, here, of course, Mannerheim is the best. However, I would also recommend Arsi Nasser. He's an Egyptian general who has pretty good skills for the price of 300, I must say. Explosives, Raider, rank of Captain, 3 stars in Infantry, 1 in Marching. That's quite good. Well, moving on to Moscow, here there are a few obvious picks. First one is Govorov, one of the best artillery generals in the game, the best damage artillery general that is free to play. 5 stars, 1 star, and artillery barrage, explosives, and plane fighting. These 3 skills are absolute game changers. They're real great, and as soon as I have Commander Friends maxed out and everything that I want to get done first, then I'll buy Gavrov because he's amazing. We also have Timoshenko, who is very fast, not too great at dealing damage, but his starting rank is general, and you can get him for a little over 2000 medals, so price for his skills is pretty good. Like, yeah, his skill to value ratio. Okay, Vasilevsky is one of the best infantry damage dealing generals with plane fighting, guerrilla, anti-armor 5 stars infantry, 1 star marching. I don't like infantry too much, but he's worth noticing. Konev is a very good artillery general, as you probably know. He is definitely overrated by most World Conqueror 3 players. However, that doesn't mean he's terrible. He has still artillery barrage, anti-armor, some artillery leader, which isn't great, but on level 4 it is something. But the main thing is marching ability. 3 stars for an artillery general is really good. And now probably the last one here, Vatutin. I have him not fully upgraded, but his skills are kinda good, so he's a nice option to have with tank generals. Moving on to non-king. Well, here there is one general that is absolutely he's just so far ahead from all other generals here, because he's an artillery general with only 3 stars in artillery but 4 in marching. That is great mobility for an artillery general. He also got plane fighting, shelter expert and artillery barrage. With these skills, this marching, he's a great artillery general, and so he is up there, maybe behind Konev. So it's worth knowing that. Now Tokyo, and here we have Yamashita, arguably the best free-to-play infantry general in the game. A bind charge, raider, anti-armor, some fortification infantry leader, 4 star, 5 star. What else to say? Lots of skills, none completely wasted. Like, this isn't great, but this isn't like a complete waste that you can't use in any scenario. Yamamoto, decent aircraft carrier general, a bit of Navy, Air Force. He's not the greatest. There are other better options, but he's decent. And we also have here like Kobayashi, very good infantry general, especially because of this ban charge. Nagano, very cheap and okay navy general, starting with the rank of marshal. So he's a very cheap naval option. And the Zava for 550 also has some nice skills. Most people used to buy him before Sansonetti became a thing. So yeah, he is an OG general and a very good one as well. In the American Military Academy, there is only one general that is somewhat decent. Wow, absolutely being so far ahead. Can you guess why? He is so much better than Chang, he is so much better than Dutra, he is so much better than Simons, and he is so much better than Kamaho. Can you guess why? Because of plane fighting. Plus 20 damage in plane warfare. So 2 stars plus 20, it is 32 extra damage. That is Rommel's level of damage. That is absolutely This is just a great skill to have. Okay, moving on. Moving on to the very last military academy, the New York West Point Military Academy. Here we have Patton, a very good tank general, not best, but blitzkrieg, explosives are very nice skills to have. We have also Arnold here, great mobility for an Air Force general, so worth noticing. And I think Nimitz is also like good to know his skills. He is arguably slightly worse than Yamamoto, because he is like more like battleship based, and for that we have other better options like Horton and Mikawa. So yeah. Spruance is another great naval option here, somewhat like Cunningham and Royal Academy, so also worth noticing that. And I think this is about it. We have Halsey here, so he's a bit more like Yamamoto, like a cheaper version of him. MacArthur is kinda trash, so don't buy him. Bradley, he does have explosives, but he's not that great. So Devers is actually pretty interesting because he's got plane fighting, explosives, tide of iron, 4 stars in marching, so all of that combined actually makes him a decent general. So I guess if you need a cheap, fast, and damage outputter, then yeah, Devers is a decent option to have. So okay. This is it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. Hope it helps. Uh, if you did learn something new, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.